opportunity that we can't pass on.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Fraser Ballpark, where we have the Softball New Zealand presentation of the 2025 Under-17 National Boys Softball Joint Championship. I'm Gary Rahihi for Ballpark Broadcasting. We've got an exciting game in prospect here on Diamond 1, where it will be Counties Manukau, the highly fancy Counties Manukau, taking on the equally highly fancy Canterbury in this ball game. Joining me in commentary today will be, well, there'll be three-pronged attack today. We've got, to my right is Kaya Ratu, one of the young stars of the National Women's Game. Kaya, welcome along. Good to see you.
Kia ora.
And, of course, the evergreen, ever humble Joe Fraser. Lovely to see you, Joe. You and I always have a good time on the mic. Good to see you along.
Yeah, welcome, Gary and Kaya. Good to be in the booth again for an exciting game between Canterbury and Counties.
Well, we've got, after 2.5 days of competition, we're getting right into the meat of this, where we've got the lineup for Counties Manukau out there. They're going to be defensively. We'll start out at right field. We've got Carly Cornelio out there and, Hamiora Tuidi, Kaizar Goodho make up the outfield. Jackson Tarpiki in shortstop. Tamihana Star is at third base. Second base, Hunter Bailey. Cole McWilliams doing the pitching. Mikaela Kingi Hicks to Detanian Posimani doing the catching. That's the defensive lineup for Counties Manukau. They're in black, red and white. Don't be confused with the Canterbury colours. Black and red. Kaya, I hope you can be a little bit impartial for this one. You're superstar of Canterbury softball yourself. Joe, how do you see this game going?
Well, I mean, Canterbury just came off of a very good win against a good Hutt Valley team. Run-out win is 9-5. Counties are playing pretty good ball also. They got a lot of good hitters. Their pitcher is top-notch. And so I'm looking forward to a close encounter.
Good as gold. And just quickly for the Canterbury lineup, we'll go through their batting lineup. Leading them off is Chucky Tahere, followed by Bronson Harper. Rico Ratu comes in at 3. Roman Kumiroa at 4. Tyler Rush. Raikos Iosifo Stowers. Blake Knighton. Maddox Reno. And rounding out their batting order is Devon Hardy. That's the batting order for the two teams out there today. We're running a little bit behind schedule. We're at Fraser Park in Hutt Valley, and they've put on an absolute beautiful day for us. Diamond 1 action. It's sure to be an exciting ball game. Kaya, have you managed to catch up with much of the tournament so far?
I've been to most of the games for Canterbury, and I've watched pretty much all the teams. It's been a very good tournament so far. The weather's been amazing. This should be a really good game. Counties are a really strong side. Canterbury's just come off a good win, but they're pretty tired. But they should be really good and play a good game today.
Excellent. There we go. We've got the umpires out there, and home plate umpire today will be Chris Murdoch. Eric Horsham will be doing the bases, at least until Gavin Shepherd makes an appearance. We're about to get underway here, Joe. It's fine. It's sunny. When's that wind and cloud going to start?
Oh, this is prime time Hutt Valley weather. They turned it on for us for this tournament, and we're going to have a great next day 3 and 4.
They sure have, given the weather that Wellington has had. We see the first pitch down low, and if the batter for Canterbury, Chucky Tahere, tries to bunt that one, it fouls it back for strike 1.
I did see Chucky Tahere in the Southland game. He led off, and hit a home run on the leadoff bat in the top of the first. And then I see him bunting also. So not only can he hit the ball, a long ball, but he can play the short game also.
What about the quality of the tournament, Kaya? Have you been impressed with the quality of the tournament so far?
Yeah, it's very impressive. The boys here are amazing at softball. It's going to be a good future for the Black Sox going ahead.
Such a big pool too, 15 teams. That's a real good effort from all the associations involved. As we see Tahiri head to first base on the walk, as you see that replay there for you. He's been given out. Is it out? Is that first base? Yeah, some confusion there. The umpire clearly signalled it.
There's a little confusion. And Tahiti
didn't want to go.
Did swing and was called out.
It was called out by the umpire, nice and clearly. So out on the strikeout. Bring to bat number 8, Bronson Harper. I haven't seen a lot of the players throughout this tournament. I've had to work the first 2 days of the competition, but I have tried to catch up with as much as I can. This Mikaera Kingi Hicks strikes me as a pretty decent pitcher.
No, Makeda has pitched well throughout the tournament so far. Day 3 is always a little bit of a, moving day for all of the teams, and it really starts to separate the good teams, especially fitness-wise. And if you're not fit, then all of a sudden the smarts start to be affected.
There we go. One's just popped out to second base there. Nicely caught for the second out here in the top of the first innings. No score as we head to the third batter for Canterbury. Number 1, Rico Ratu. Kai, you might be able to tell us a little bit about this young man.
My little brother.
You don't have to be too unkind.
No, he's playing a good tournament. Came off a good 19s along with his friend in the on deck circle.
Yeah, Rico's had a good tournament so far. I see he's playing second base and also played a little bit of shortstop in the last game. So shows his versatility.
That one inside for a strike. Come right across the top of the knees on the inside half of the plate.
What's really impressed me, Gary, is these pitches here. They have a few pitches. They have a drop ball and a rise ball. A little bit of a curve on a few of the pitches that I've seen. And so at this age group, pretty impressive.
It's good to see. You, as a pitcher, you probably strive to have command of at least 3 pitches. Anything above that would probably be a bonus. And definitely keep the batters guessing, that's for sure. It's a nice rise ball on the inside.
Yeah, at this level to have that rise ball is a really potent pitch, because a lot of the batters like to swing at that rise ball.
Cut! We're good. Yep.
Umpires just stopped for a little conference there. We weren't able to quite hear what that was all about. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Very early days in this ball game. County's looking for the third out here in the top of the first innings. There's a loose pitch thrown.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
Now, Kaya, you've just come off a campaign for the under-19 girls in Southland. I also had the pleasure of being down at that tournament, having the call on those games down there. Did you enjoy that one?
Yeah, it was a really good tournament, tough. Played a lot of games, played everyone, so it was very hard. 9 games in 3 days.
Oh, yeah. Now, I I came and had a look at the stats on the Friday, and I could have not had my glasses on, but you were batting 8-11. Is that something that you normally do? By finals day, it had come back to a meagre 600 and something. So outstanding. That really is outstanding. But there were several of the girls batting at that level. A great tournament. Enjoyed all the hospitality down there in Southland.
The quality of the tournament was really good. The bats that the girls have down there are also insane.
Nice cut at that one.
Good battle.
You probably want to have that one back, Joe. That would look like it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. Good batting. Being aggressive. At this level, also, you want the players to hit strikes. Be a little disciplined, but also be aggressive.
Yeah, nice eye. Ratu heads down to first base on the walk. Nice job done there to get Canterbury going with 2 out. Bring to bat number 4, Raumana Kumiroa. Probably, I imagine, from the well-known Kumiroa family from Canterbury. Hits that one hard down the third baseline for a foul.
Just talking about that tournament down south, I heard that it was a couple of chilly days and girls were blanketed up.
Yeah, long days, lots of games got delayed and it was cold, but had blankets and the hospitality, like been said before, it was really good. Got to sit inside in the warmth, so
good stuff.
Southland had it pretty sorted.
There was one lady down there, she had a softball blanket. It was literally the bright yellow with the stitching on it.
Oh, right, nice.
The cameraman, she got the prize for the best costume.
Best dressed.
Yep. That one down low into the ground. But congratulations, of course, to Hutt Valley in that tournament, who went on and claimed the prize for this year's Under-19 National Championship.
I'll try to not be too biased.
Nice hit out to shortstop. He can't quite take it. He's going to beat out the throw. And he's limping a little bit out there as young Kumiroa, but he was quick enough to get to first. So safe 1 and 2 for Canterbury.
Nice play by the shortstop to keep that in the infield. Made a strong throw, but Ramana was quick enough. Did injure himself in the game against Hutt Valley, I noticed, and he's still limping just a little bit.
Oh, they're keeping him out there to do the running, so maybe just to see how that injury holds up under pressure. Early days in this ball game, but Canterbury getting themselves going. It's a nice pitch down the tube for a strike on number 5, Tyler Rush.
What I like about this tournament also, Gary, is there's no designated runner. And so at this level, there shouldn't be a designated runner. All the boys and girls should be running for themselves.
Well, as I understand it, yeah, that's right. They're young, they're athletes, they can do it. There's a nice bunt, it rolls out into foul territory. But as I understand it, it probably helps them better prepare for internationals.
True.
Because they know they are at international level. Right?
That's right. Yeah, so it's something that I think needs to be looked at. I think at NFC there might be a DR, and I'm not sure if I agree with that necessarily. I was talking to Bevan Martini yesterday about it, and I think when you're going up to Black Sox, White Sox, you're not going to have a designated runner, so you shouldn't have them through the age grades either.
Yeah, I mean, it becomes an excuse to look after a favourite player, really. It's in terms of who runs and who doesn't.
Kaya, you wouldn't want anybody running for you, would you?
No.
I think
I
Kaya
like
running
running the
around the
bases.
bases. She scorches around them fast enough as it is. There's a nice hard hit out to centre field. Centre field's getting under it. Takes the catch nicely up in the air. That's the third out here in the top of the first innings. No score as we head to the bottom, and they head to the dugout. We'll be back in just a minute with more action.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Watch this.
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Links jerky made with 100% beef.
For the first few innings.
Yeah.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're at Fraser Ballpark, the number 1 diamond, which of course is Sorensen Field. Counties Manukau taking on Canterbury in an under-17 national championship encounter. Bottom of the first innings, no score in it, and up to bat, number 59, Tamihana Star for Counties Manukau. Hits one hard out to shortstop, comfortably takes it, fires it across the diamond. It's a bang-bang play, ladies and gentlemen, but the first out is made.
Yeah, nice play by the shortstop, Ramana Commodore, for the speedy Tamihana Star.
Brings to bat number 10, the catcher, D'Artagnan Possimani, will quickly run you through the Counties Manukau order. We've just had Tamihana Star out there hit the ball, D'Artagnan Possimani in the bat right now, Cole McWilliams, Mikaere Kingi, Hunter Bailey, Hamiora Tuiri, Jackson Tapiki, Kaizak good enough, and rounding out their order, Cully Cornelio. Real up and coming, they're here now. They're featuring in all the age grade tournaments is Counties Manukau.
Yeah, no, counties, they've broken a little bit up in counties with Franklin also coming into the frame. But they got a lot of good players, and it's good to see there's enough good players to have a counties and a Franklin team.
Nice. That one's hit out to second base. Ratu swallows that one up and takes the second out. Cole McWilliams to bat, number 40. There's the defensive lineup for Canterbury. We'll start here at right field. We've got Denon Hardy, Chucky Tahira at centre, Blake Knight in the left, Romana Kumida at shortstop. In the hot corner is Bronson Harper, Rico Ratu at second, Tyler Rush is at first, George Smith doing the pitching to Maddox Reno.
Yeah, George has started off the game really well, throwing strikes. He's in the strike zone. Interesting to see him starting this game.
After finishing the Hutt Valley game.
Already warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is interesting. But Counties Manukau obviously have come through the tournament pretty well and are looking at being at the pointy end of the tournament, along with Hutt Valley. Canterbury, they're right up there. And I understand Wellington's still within a chance after their win over North Harbour.
Yeah, well, that's what's great about this day 3, moving day.
Yeah.
And if you win, you're in.
A little too high, that one, for McWilliams. Fouls that one back. Good battle here between the pitcher and the batter. Mikaere Kingi Hicks in the on-deck circle, also the pitcher, also comes in at number 4. Pretty talented player.
Yeah, no doubt. He looks like he's a big hitter.
He's a unit as well, isn't he? This one hit out to shortstop. It's Kumiro that picks it up, fires it across the diamond. Doesn't make it to first base. It hits the ground. Safe for McWilliams. Danger signs now for Canterbury as we're right in the meat of their order with number 67, Mikaela Kingi-Hicks.
It was a tough play in the hole. And I just think with that little injury that Romana is carrying, he wasn't able to plant and throw as well as he normally does across the diamond.
Okay, we're good, boys.
Yeah, it's the top shortstops make it look quite effortless usually. And if they don't, it's usually been for a reason.
I wouldn't be surprised if you saw them making a change and putting Rico at shortstop and getting Romani at second base as they did in the last game.
George Smith going to work now. He's put one onto the deck. It allows the runner to scamper across to 2. McWilliams safe at 2.
Yep.
Similar to the Canterbury at-bat, batting innings. 2 down, followed by a runner at 2.
He might be interesting to see. I mean, Makeda being a pretty big hitter. They got an open base. George will probably just, not necessarily intentionally walk him, but make him hit his pitch.
No.
That one was a little bit low and inside. Got your crystal ball out there on that one, Joe. Kingi-Hicks makes his way down to first base on the walk. Bring to bat number 29, Hunter Bailey. Counties, and the danger signs go up for Canterbury, as they did for Counties in their fielding.
Oh, okay, yeah. Got it?
Yeah, so that's a 2-out pitcher's
There you go, better.
runner. So there's not a DR.
The 2-out pitcher rule there.
Yep, there's 2-out pitcher rule, 2-out catcher rule.
It's a good thing that they added the pitcher to that rule.
Yeah, I think so.
You think George Smith just struggling to find that zone?
Yeah, every once in a while he has sort of missed the strike zone, but he's able to regain it, which is shows that he's pretty composed, not rattled by that. And now the catcher's going to have a little chat with him just to settle him down.
Good discipline in the batter's box for the Counties. They're making them throw a few too, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want to do. You got to be in the on-deck circle looking at the pitcher and making sure that if he's throwing balls that you take some pitches and make sure that he's can find that strike zone again.
Do you just kind of pick your pitch, Kai, or do you tend to sit back and try and force the pitcher to throw several? Or?
I like to be aggressive, so I usually swing at
Yeah.
the first strike that comes down. Other than that, I'm a pretty patient batter. I like to see the pitches, like to tire out the pitches.
Was a feature of the batting, some of the discipline. There's one just hit up third base. There we go. That's the third out here, and 1 innings complete. No scorer in the ball game. Counties Canterbury. We'll be back in just a minute with more action.
In the diamonds.
Sometimes virtual reality begs for more reality. Jack Links is good with it.
To 5.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have one innings complete here at Fraser Park. Sorensen Field it is, Diamond 1 action between Canterbury.
We're all good.
Counties Manukau, no score. After one complete innings, Canterbury have rung in a few changes. We'll catch up with those as we go through. Up to bat for them now is number 18, who we'll know who that is shortly. Blake Knighton, sorry, that's me. He's in the on-deck circle. Up to bat is number 12, Rikos Iocephalus Towers. DP in the lineup for Canterbury. Sorry about that. Just took me a second to catch up with my my lineups there. As we see the third out on the replay there in the last inning. I didn't think that was an overly aggressive start from either of the batting lineups in the first innings.
No, but the pitches, it all depends on what the pitchers are throwing. George had that little spell where he walked Makeda, but nice to see 3 ground outs. 6-3, 5-3, and 4-3. So spread them out along the infield. And if he's hitting the ground, if they're hitting the ground balls, he's keeping the ball low and down.
Basically working it so that if they do hit it, it is on the ground.
Yeah, that's a good sign. Iocephalus Stowers, big boy, number 12. Looks like he plays a little Canterbury rugby also.
I dare say a few of the guys do.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes on him.
You do find these athletes are playing all year round a sport, whether it's rugby or basketball or another sport, keeping themselves fit. You play another winter sport?
I do. I play hockey.
Oh, nice. Oh, that'll keep you fit, definitely.
Definitely. Lots of running.
Yeah.
Has a hard swing at a rising pitch on the inside for the first out. Strikeout for Mikaeri King of Hex. He'll be Rikos Iocephalus Towers will be replaced by Blake Knighton. Nice work out there by pitcher and catcher. Plenty of move, plenty of pop on that rise.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah. He gears back and
Maybe, if anything, I've already noticed, just doesn't quite get over the top of that drop ball enough.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Nice pitch for a strike.
1.
Yeah, showing good rotation on that pitch.
Well, Joe, it's a 15-team tournament, and how good is that to see?
Oh, absolutely. That's fantastic. I was pleasantly surprised when I saw so many teams in the tournament. What a great hit by Blake Knighton.
Gets himself on, puts one straight into the dirt at his feet, beats out any attempt at a throw. Safe at first base. Number 3, Maddox Reno, up to bat for Canterbury. And yeah, you've got teams from Southland, you've got Otago, so
Nelson,
South Island brilliantly represented.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Manawatu, Wanganui, and just a great crop of teams coming up. And it's great for the development of the softball.
Absolutely. Wanganui, an association you wouldn't have seen even 2 or 3 years ago.
No, I had a good chat with Lindsay. Lindsay. No, I forgot his last name now. Sorry, Lindsay. But Lindsay's been a stalwart up there, umpiring and leading the charge, national umpire, international umpire. And he's got the boys fizzing, and they're really enjoying this tournament.
They also have a good girls Wanganui side down south playing at the moment. They're doing really well down there as well.
Nice.
Yeah, that's great to hear.
Well done, Wanganui. And I know there's been a lot of work put into Marlborough, so if we can just get them up and running, there'll be almost a full set from the South Island. Except for my old association, West Coast.
Well, the Black Sox pitcher, Nick Hayes, is from Marlborough.
Marlborough, yeah.
So they've developed a few good ones down there.
Sure have.
Lawrence Allen is, I think, down there promoting softball also.
Yeah, Pee-wee's down there. He does a great job wherever he goes. He gets them up and going. Puts a lot of energy into it. Been a real journeyman coach, I suppose you'd call it, but Denmark, Czech Republic, Russia, before he came back to New Zealand. I'm sorry if I got any of those wrong, Lawrence, but you certainly have.
He was a good player in his day also. You know, he played in Wellington. He also played in the Hutt Valley for the Cardinals for a year or two with Ray Timo and I.
World-famous Cardinals, eh?
Yeah.
World-famous Cardinals. There's a few of you guys still floating about, Joe.
Yeah, every once in a while.
We've got one on the ground announcer over there.
Yes, we do. Daryl Marino.
Daryl, yeah.
And we have one of the umpires now, Tommy Downs.
Oh, Tom.
He's umpiring at this tournament. It's his first national tournament. And he's really enjoying it. He's at level 3 now and wanting to move up the ranks. So it's good to see him giving back to softball also.
Yeah.
And he's our club captain at the Cardinals, and he's doing a great job with him and his wife and a couple of the presidents and Prem 2 teams. And we got a couple of juniors now with the Cardinals club also.
Excellent, excellent. What club do you play at, Kaya?
PCU, Parklands Christchurch
Oh,
United.
the other PCU. Well done.
Yep.
being part of Porirua City United myself.
I had the pleasure of going down to clubs last year and watching PCU take out the title.
Well done.
And they were great hosts after the game and served up some good food and a few beers.
You didn't go and see your Italian mate?
Yes, I did.
Tutto bene.
Yes, I did. Yeah, we did frequent that place.
Excellent.
I tell anyone that goes down to a tournament down in Canterbury to go to Tutto Bene, my favorite Italian restaurant in Papua Nui.
Number 6 it is, Devon Hardy out there. We've got a runner out at third base for Canterbury. 2 outs it is. But Canterbury looking to get this guy in to kick off the scoring in this ball game. Pops that one higher, goes back over the first base fence for a foul. You can see number 18's intention. He almost crossed home plate before that hit the ground. Nice running there from Blake Knighton. Kingy Hicks rears back, gets ready to go on this one. Fires it over the top. PCU going well again this year, Kai. Are you looking to double up?
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully.
We've just got 3 Dutch girls land. So
Oh, really?
Yep. So hoping to do well at clubs in North Harbour, I believe.
North Harbour this year.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Fires one inside for a strike. That's a good job by Mikaeli Kingy Hicks to get them out of that situation. 1.5 innings complete. They head back to the dugout. Still no score in the ball game. We'll find out what happens when we come back in just a minute.
Go ahead, ask it again.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the bottom of the second innings here now. Diamond 1 action. It's Canterbury taking on Counties Manukau on an absolutely magnificently sunny day here in Hutt Valley. Wonderful day for softball. There's some beautiful shots of the surrounding flora and fauna and that great big blue sky with that great big yellow orb up there that we all look forward to. We do have a summer sport. Sometimes it just doesn't know it. Anyway, out there for Counties Manukau, number 35, Hamiora Tuiri. But we do have a few changes for Canterbury, and Kaya is just going to let us know how that has planned out.
Romana's come off with an injury, so they've moved Rico Ratu to shortstop. Bronson Harper's now moved to second base, and they've brought in Jack Yaram to play third base.
There you go, Canterbury ringing the changes early on in this one. Hits one hard out there. Second base makes good ground to pick that one up. Made that play look easy. It was not, I can tell you. For the first out.
Yeah, Bronson Harper going to his left and made a nice play on that. Made it look easy.
Up to bat for Counties Manukau now will be Jackson Tapiki. Not a lot really busted open this game yet. Counties had an opportunity in that previous inning. Canterbury had an opportunity in that previous at-bat. But interesting to see how long the tight ball game goes along before somebody busts it open.
Yeah, normally it takes once around the lineup. You know, the batters get to see the pitches at least once and start to get their timing down.
At this level, yeah, that's that it can happen as well. There might be the odd pitcher in the tournament that batting lineups might fancy having a go at, but yeah, in general. I've been reasonably impressed with the pitching I've seen so far.
Yeah, no, it's been excellent right across the tournament. Right across the 15 teams, each team has a decent pitcher. You know, even some of the say lower ranked or lower seeded teams have a pretty good thrower.
It's good to see. I haven't seen anyone yet with real extreme. This time he gets second base, going to his right. He picks it up. Couldn't quite get that one cleanly. Tapiki safe at first base. You'll see on the replay there, right on the foot of the bat. And Harper not quite as comfortable going right as he was left.
No, it was a play that was doable there. He'll be a little disappointed in himself not making that play, but hopefully he bounces back, and I'm sure he will.
Number 34, Kozak, good enough up to bat.
Interesting name, Gary. Kazak, good enough?
Good enough. We'll find out in just a minute. Kazak provides us with some action. The runner at first base scampers across the two into scoring position on the pitch that got dropped there. You see it on the replay. Some brilliant pictures coming back to you here now from our camera crew. Getting all the angles covered.
Yeah, George is trying to keep the ball low and down, and sometimes it could have a tendency to get away. But that was a nice little rise ball, drifting away.
That's kind of what you want. You want them chasing your rise ball, don't you?
Absolutely.
It doesn't need to be hanging in the zone. And you know it's operating well once the batters start chasing it up out of the zone.
Kaya, at the under-19 tournament, did you see a lot of pitchers throw rise balls?
Yeah, a lot of them throw rise balls, mostly drop ball for the girls, drop ball, and a few girls have managed to throw a curveball now, which is really cool to see, especially in New Zealand, because not many pitchers throw curves here.
Yeah, I haven't noticed many throwing rise balls. Is nice developing a changeup if they can.
Seems to be a rotation, if you want to talk about it being a girls and a boys thing, but the boys seem to pick it up, that rotation on the rise ball, almost from the get-go. I know with my own daughter pitching coming through many years ago now, she struggled to get decent rotation on her rise.
But could throw the changeup.
Throw the change up. She could also throw a decent curve as well, but it was just the upright rotation you need to get that rise ball going.
Sure.
Otherwise, it just tails off. Nice play by George Smith. He's held the runner up. No, the runner's going for it. They haven't made the play. It's gone to the fence. And Counties take advantage of the error at third base there. Canterbury unable to execute that rundown. See what happens here. Smith does a good job of holding the runner, then heads towards him. Probably throws the ball in the wrong direction there. Kai, if you're going to get him going, which direction do you want him to go?
As a player, I'd throw in front of the runner, so
Yeah.
then they head back to the base and get them into a better rundown. He also had a massive lead to third base. He was closer there.
Yeah, no, that was interesting. He just made the wrong decision there. He needed to throw that ball towards three.
He started off with the right decision, running at the player,
Yeah.
and just threw the ball to the shortstop instead of the third base.
The upshot of all that is there are runners for Counties now at 2 and 3. Still just the one out.
And one of the things that we spoke about yesterday in this grade in particular is the learnings that you take out of it. And so I'm sure the coaches will have a chat to the boys, whether it's in between innings or after the game, and just note some of that play.
That's right. One thing about the under-17 grade, it's a very exciting grade of softball because kind of you're getting kids that are very advanced, probably all. Oh, nice play there. Very advanced, but probably even playing premier softball. But you're getting a lot of kids that are still fairly learning, and it's almost a blend. So the ability to learn, come away from especially plays like that.
Absolutely.
Experience. This one in the middle, third base soaks it up, tries to hold the runner. He can't do it, and that's going to score the first run at home. The out at one was made. There you see, there's the hit. Third base takes a good one. Throws it up too high, forces the fielder to go high. The out was called. Even in slow motion, it was hard to see if the foot was up.
From the replay, I think they got him out. It did come off the base, but I think they still beat him. Well, let's see what the umpires rule. They're going to give it to him safe. Interesting.
Here we go now. It's too high. He's got to jump for it. Comes down. And yes, I think on that second look, he was out.
He was out. But the Blues, it's in the book.
That's right. It's in, and they don't have the benefit of what we've just had two replays to look at it to get a decision.
Maybe we could...
in the end, it was out.
Talk about getting a challenge and using the replay going forward in some of these tournaments, especially with the technology that we have. At the end of the day, you want to get it right.
It is a discussion. You do want to get it right. How far you go with it, you know.
Yeah.
I know at the top level of... Here we go. This one's gone back to the back net. The runner's coming in. Slides in. Gets underneath the tag. And Counties showing some good base running. Here you see it, ladies and gentlemen. It comes back. He gets nice and low in the slide. Gets that foot on the base. And he is safe.
And that replay shows that he's safe. So you have one that shows he's out and another that shows he's safe.
Back to the top of the order for counties. We talked about what it might take to get this ball game underway for scoring. Well, all it took was a couple of fielding errors, a pitching error in that case, and 2 runs have scored. Counties Manukau lead 2-0. Here, still in the second innings, over Canterbury. Number 59, Tamihana Star, at bat for counties. We'll be looking to get them going again. They've got 2 out, remember. 2 balls, 2 strikes on them. And all of a sudden, this game is well and truly underway.
Be interesting after the inning. I think what you'll see is the coaches get together for Canterbury and just have a chat with the boys, settle them down. It's a long game. It's only the second inning.
Is that would happen with you guys, wouldn't it? I mean, if you find yourself chasing runners, there's a nice hit out to centre field. And Tamihana Star rounds, he's going to come in and slide. And again, just Biff had some close calls. What I was going to say is the conversation that happens with you guys when you start chasing runners around the field and that sort of thing.
Yeah, when we're down by a few runs, coaches usually get us in and just calm us down, just tell us to be patient, let the pitchers pitch and not go hacking at the first pitch or first strike, let them pitch, tire them out a little bit. And then usually you can get the flow and score some runs, but the county's side seem to be going really well, and the pitcher is doing an amazing job. But
He is. They're up to bat for them now, number 10, D'Artagnan Posimani. Counties have compounded those couple of errors in the field that Canterbury made with some good batting now. And it was a fine hit out through to centre field to get Tamihana Star to get his side underway again. Canterbury now desperate for an out. Won't want to be giving up any more runs in this innings. How long do you think before they might start talking about a pitching change?
I'd say we've got a pitching and a catching coach at Canterbury, so I'd say they'll be talking about it now. There was someone warming up before the game, someone different. So I would say he'd probably come in, look to see him, and then either the next or give him one more inning.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's Counties Manukau now that lead this ball game by 2-0 over Canterbury. The third out is made, and it was a strikeout. Canterbury head back to the dugout with some work to do ahead of them in the third innings. We'll find out what happens when we come back in just a minute. Well, welcome back now, ladies and gentlemen, here at Fraser Ballpark. Sorensen Field it is. It's Diamond 1 action. Counties taking on Canterbury in this one. It's Counties that have stolen the early march. They lead the ball game by 2-0 over Canterbury. But if anything has shown us in this tournament so far is that a 2-run lead is nothing to rest on. Counties will need to play all the way through. 7 innings to win this one. Still, Canterbury all on them at the moment to get this deficit back. Chucky Tahiri up to bat. It's the lead-off hitter for Canterbury to get them underway.
And he squared around on that first pitch, and that's all really Canterbury want to do is now get some base runners, put some runners in motion, and just score a couple of runs. It's 2 runs is not anything. It's not insurmountable.
You got Shapuaka and Jason Harper out there calling the shots for Canterbury, the 2 coaches. Stephen Ratu in the dugout. I'm sure he's got a lot of input in there as well.
Great to see a family affair with Rico and
Ratu's
Kaya here.
Seems to be quite a few up here.
Yeah. Mom didn't come up.
No, she came to Invercargill, so decided to stay home on this one.
Saw enough softball.
They also have Liam Potts as the pitching coach, helping out the pitchers.
All right, nice.
It's good to see young Potsy. Well, he was here not that long ago himself as an under-17 pitcher.
That's right, yeah.
Not that old.
Was he 21?
Yes.
Yeah. There's a nice job. Kingy Hicks really getting into his work now. Strikes out Chucky Tahiri. That'll bring the bat is number 8, Bronson Harper.
And you just heard the coach just say, let's just get a runner on base any way you can.
Well, that's the equation just now that they're 2 runs in arrears. They've got to get bodies in motion out there. And this might be a good way to get started.
Yeah.
As we see Harper scorched down that first baseline to beat out that throw.
Great bunt.
It was a gem of a bunt.
Just in front of the catcher, a little too far away for the third base. He made a nice play on it and a good throw, but Harper was too speedy.
One of the features of the 19s I noticed down there was the bunting ability has gone, well, basically it's gone through the roof. The execution on bunts down there was excellent. This throw has gone all the way out to the outfield. Canterbury are not going to take advantage of that one, though. Now we're seeing Counties come under a little bit of pressure of their own.
Yeah, I love the short game, especially on a diamond like this. We got a slow diamond, Fraser Park or Sorensen Field. It's got the artificial turf, and if you put down a good bunt, it dies in front, and it makes it tough. And you then have to field the ball, throw the ball, catch the ball. A lot of things have to go right.
Run around to 2 now. Rico Ratu up to bat. 1 out it is.
Good pitch there. Saw a little curve on it.
Hits that one hard down the left, out to left field. He's going to score the runner for 2 to get Canterbury going. There's a fantastic job done by Rico Ratu out there to get his team on the board in this one.
Yeah, that's all it really took was that little bunt single by Bronson Harper, the stolen base, and then Rico comes through with an RBI single.
Turned the hips on that one, pulled the bat around really hard, so he got it down that left base line, left field line. Nice job by Rico Ratu. Standing up at first base.
Kaya, do you give your little brother a little tip from time to time on hitting or fielding? Or
He actually doesn't like to listen to me. Bit of a competition at home, always. Last week at 19s, we were actually competing against each other quietly. see who could get the better batting average.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think yours would have been hard to beat, to be fair.
Well, you won the batting title, and I think you batted over 700. It was about 718, was it? Yeah, it was fantastic.
I find those averages incredible. That's amazing. Number 5, Tyler Rush. We just saw Jack Yarram attempt to the bunt. This time he popped it straight out to the pitcher for the catch. 2 down now. Canterbury still with the runner at 1. And Tyler Rush up to bat. A little bit of sibling rivalry. There's nothing wrong with that. It just pushes you to greater heights. Once again, the bunt's been dropped. Nice play at third base to get Counties out of this one, but not before Canterbury come back with a run of their own. Counties lead the ball game by 2-1 over Canterbury. We head into the bottom of the third innings to find out what's going to happen in just a minute.
Dan Carter knew the power of winning.
Your instincts tell you the sky's different.
The flip side of that was the intense pressure.
I'd go back to my hotel room and I'd be broken.
Dan Carter, a perfect team. Ki whakaata Māori me Māori Plus.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Canterbury taking on Counties here at the Under-17 National Tournament. Boys softball it is. And it is Counties who lead this ball game by 2-1. We've had what you might call the early stanzas of this ball game so far. I might just get my co-commentators to sum up what they think so far. We'll start with you, Joe.
Oh, well, I mean, I think it's what we expected. 2 top teams battling it out, a 2-1 ball game, so there's nothing in it. This game is going to come down to who gets the timely hits, who avoids those pressure situations, or who performs under those pressure situations, and we'll see who then comes out with the victory.
Kaya, what have you made of the ball game so far?
I think the ball game's been pretty pitch dominated, managed to prevent larger hits. As seen yesterday, Counties hit a few automatic home runs, and Canterbury have hit a few as well, but the pitchers have thrown really well to prevent 2 good batting lineups.
This one's been hit hard. It's going deep. It's going back. They've given up the chase. And it lands halfway up the bank. Kaya, you didn't have
the commentator's curse.
The commentator's curse, we'll call that one. They have not hit the home runs well. They well and truly have now. That one went deep, all the way to over the centre field fence for an automatic solo. I'll let you finish off, Kaya.
You're right, Kaya. It has been dominated by the pitching. That pitch there was probably too fat, and Cole McWilliams got all of it there.
He sure did. He hit that one extremely hard. It's one of those hits that you look at it and you think, well, that ain't going anywhere but over the fence, right off the bat. Had that sound.
Well, it's still only a 3-1 ball game, so it's still in the balance, and it really shows now if George can bounce back from that.
Well, you got Mikaeli, Kingy Hicks, who hit one out of the park yesterday. We're just showing you images of that. That was a double. And he's going to be followed by Hunter Bailey, who also came off a home run in the game yesterday, or earlier today. And Kingy Hicks already swinging like you're leaving you in no doubt about where that ball's going.
Yeah, just a little. I'm just giggling a little bit when Kaya said there was not too many home runs being hit, that it hit one out. The commentator's curse came into play there. It happens also like when we're in the 7th inning and we think the game is going to get done, and then all of a sudden goes into extra innings.
Been caught out there. There we go. Kingy Hicks gets struck out. That's a nice comeback by George Smith.
Absolutely, that's a great comeback by George.
Hunter Bailey up to bat. Another one definitely capable of putting it over the fence. But Kaya, you were right, because the Canterbury team in particular in that last innings definitely all short hits, all short handed. And now that we're seeing counties really being aggressive and swinging hard, it's almost a contrasting style between the two teams. Totally different modes of attack. County's coach out there doing it all on his own, Matthew Hicks. Oh, and he does have a third baseman out there.
Yeah, Michelle King is at
I was
third
right,
base.
Michelle King at third base, also the manager of the team, which is what confused me before. But see what? She's gone and hid in the
She has,
see her.
yes.
This one is hit hard, and once again it's a chase back, and it's made it. And we're seeing that that contrasting style to great effect as Hunter Bailey launches one over the fence for another solo shot in this innings.
And I guess what you're seeing here, Gary, is they've been through the lineup once. This is the second time they're seeing George. George has gone. This is his 10th inning of pitching. 7 innings in the first game, and then this is his 3rd inning of pitching. So pitching coach is coming out, probably talking about how you're feeling. And, he's going to go to his bullpen.
So George Smith comes out of the ball game. Maybe possibly a batter too late, but still only 4-1, sorry. So still early days in this game. There's plenty of time for Canterbury in this one. There's no reason to push the panic button yet.
Yeah, they're going to bring in number 9, Manukau Kennedy.
14 out, 9 in, 10. Flex.
Just a straight swap.
Blake Knighton
No, 14 is out, 9
is going to come into pitch.
Oh, Knighton.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see.
And and Kennedy goes where?
Left field.
Oh, left field.
Yep. Good
And
call.
then positional change, 7 to 1, 1 to 7. Thank you.
Right, caught up to date with that change, ladies and gentlemen.
Kaya's all over it. 18, Blake Knighton going into pitch. And number 9, Manukau Kennedy going into left field.
Yeah.
Number 4.
The 4 fellas who've taken a knee behind there, is that a deliberate pose or?
Well,
looks like a publicity shot, doesn't it?
I guess after it's the second game, and they've been on their feet a long time.
Just catching your breath. They like to play little games.
Yeah.
That's us.
So Liam Potts, who is the pitching coach for the Canterbury team, has come out and made the change. Of course, most of you will be familiar with Liam. Really made a mark for himself with the Black Sox in the last couple of seasons. And Canterbury softball, of course.
Does Liam also play for PCU?
He does.
Yeah.
Pitched to great effect for PCU clubs last year here at Fraser Park. Just one game too far for PCU in the grand final. They went down to Ramblers. Ramblers, who got about their 678th national title.
Yeah.
He actually hasn't played this season yet. He's just come back from playing in Europe.
Yep. Taking a break because he'd have gone straight from North America to Europe then. Saw him on the streams pitching the IAC. Blake Knighton comes in for George Smith. Looks like he throws with a bit of velocity. Gets a nice strike on the outside of the plate. Kaya, you might know a little bit more about him.
Haven't really seen much of Blake. He plays for Richmond Kidadu down south. I haven't actually seen much. He's a very good player though, very strong, good outfielder. Looks like he can throw the ball hard when he pitches as well, so hopefully works out for Canterbury.
Well, he may not have the command, and it may have just been because George was getting a bit tired, but he seems to be pitching with a couple of extra Ks zip on that than George did. Joe, do you think?
Oh, yeah, he does throw hard, and there's a bit of movement there. Just needs to find the strike zone. Yep, and that's based on balls.
To where he makes his way, to first base on the walk to continue this third base onslaught that we're seeing from Counties. 2 solo home runs. There was a strikeout in the middle of those two, but now we've got a runner on courtesy of that walk. They look to, for the first time, go short, and that's going to be close.
There was a close play.
Got right down flat to beat the tag there. Here we see the throw. See, still not there. It would have been out if that tag was low enough.
Good swipe tag by Tyler Rush. A little tidbit of information that we found out from Kaya was that Tyler, the first base, has been drafted by the Junior Warriors, or signed with the Junior Warriors. So, as I was saying before, these are multi-talented players.
Absolutely.
Good league player and also a very good softballer.
This time it's a bunt heading down the first base line. Total contrast to the innings that we've seen so far. Trying to move the run around with the short game.
Which number did I tell you? Okay, perfect. Yep, we could.
Coach was just making sure that the changes that she made and the numbers that she gave the umpire were correct. In the last game against Hutt Valley, there was a little bit of discrepancy in terms of the flex player and the DP.
Yeah.
And who was re-entered into the game. That took a little bit of time to navigate.
Nice drop ball. And that's a good strikeout for Knighton. Gets the job done. Tarpiki heads back to the dugout. He's the second out. Number 34, Kozak Goodenough, comes up to bat. That sounds like a baseball name.
Kozak Goodenough. And it's a delayed steal. Oh, and it's nearly was a disaster with the second base covering. Was thrown to the shortstop, but second base caught it.
They're just a victim of not keeping their eye on the runner there.
A little too relaxed.
Yeah. Another runner in scoring position for Counties.
I don't know, Gary, if you just keep an eye on Blake, it just appears that he's aiming the ball and not just releasing it and throwing the ball, and so not getting enough velocity because he's holding up and aiming.
Yeah.
Still throwing hard.
Yeah, he's definitely a step up in pace for both pitches.
Yeah.
That we've seen out there. Just that extra hit of leather on leather from the catcher. A little bit louder. Getting his arm across his body a little bit too much. Trying to pepper the outside of that plate, just missing the strike zone. He's going to bring up to bat number 41, Kelly Cornelio. Interesting contrast in this inning. Home run, strikeout, home run, walk, home run, walk.
I was just looking at that. Yeah, there was.
The swinging hard and hitting it over the fence or walking to first base.
Yeah, and sandwiching in a couple of Ks.
Yeah.
Good to see a little conference there, just trying to settle down Blake.
Yeah, it's a good time for it. He's just struggling to hit the zone.
I mean, it's a big part of the ball game right now because you got second and third. There's two down. Counties are up now 4-1, and so they definitely want to keep it that score down to a minimum.
I think the onus might be a little bit on the catcher. Get him to bring it back into the strike zone.
Yep.
Trust his extra pace and his movement. It's a nice pitch.
That is a nice pitch, just missed.
And then extending to that, just trust his infield if the ball is hit.
Absolutely. Almost the same spot.
Did you notice where the catcher set up? He was right on the outside of the plate, but that one went straight down the tube. So you never know. You never know. So if you're going to pitch it across the batter like that, he may even just move across to the edge of the plate.
Yeah. I don't think he needs to go out so far. Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with you, Gary, because what happens is the catcher is setting up then a little bit outside, and he's already getting a little bit of movement outside. So I would say he doesn't really need to move outside because he's going another ball out.
So the upshot of that is it's now loaded bases and big danger signs for Canterbury in this ball game as we see Potts come out and have another talk to the pitcher. Maybe giving him the benefit of the wisdom you just told us, Joe, and saying, hey, trust it a bit more, get it into the zone. Is that what you would have, as a captain, do, Kai?
Yeah. Even when I catch, if my pitcher seems to be struggling, cool time, calm them down, figure out what pitches they want to pitch as well, because sometimes if I call something that's not working, then I want to be on the same page as your pitcher.
That's right. Right, Tommy Hana Star up to bat now.
Yeah, no place to put him, so you got to throw strikes.
Interesting to see the line he takes up to the left-handed batter. I mean, there's natural lines on the outside to a right-handed batter.
Yeah, now he's going to the other side, and he really just has to come over the top. And as you were saying, he's starting a little wide. Really needs to come over and a little closer to the body. That's a good pitch.
Yeah, the rest of the boys will be ordering 2 more just like that. This is a seriously edgy situation. If you're a Canterbury defender out there, loaded bags, you've already given up 2 runs. This one he's hit high, it's gone deep out the left field fence, and it's been called in. There we go, ladies and gentlemen, it's a grand slam out there. Tamiana Star gets that one high and handsome, and it goes over the left field fence. That's a heck of a shot.
He certainly got all of that.
If there was a flag there, it would have hit it.
Call that a moonshot?
Yeah, that was a great shot. Not a heck of a lot of wind out there, but I think it did take it right to left. And the umpire, I just heard him saying if there was a flag, it would have been inside the flag.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're going to make a change now to the pitcher and bringing back George. And I guess they've now decided that they're going to save Chucky Tejeda for the next game.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're just about to go into a pitching break, so beyond the dugout, we'll bring you this pitching break. We'll be back in just a minute.
When the radio's on and the sound is hot, you just have to enjoy. There's no way to stop. That's where it sounds like the best every day of the week. Better than all the rest. We let the music speak. All the best throwbacks, 90s and more. Atiawa Toa. All the best throwbacks.
Get the Māori Plus app. Download now on Google Play or the App Store with exclusive viewings and 100% ad-free.
Quite like top tier.
Watch us anywhere, anytime. Make Māori Plus your mate and stream now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have seen action aplenty. If you're a Counties Manukau fan here in their 3rd innings, and they have absolutely launched in with the bats to the tune of, I make it 6 runs in this innings.
Yep, that's what it is. Unfortunately, it's for Canterbury, it's behind 1, 2, 3, 4 base on balls. And then 3 home runs. So that's a recipe for scoring a lot of runs.
And it's exactly what Counties have managed to do. They lead this ball game over Canterbury now by 8 runs to 1. And Canterbury now staring up the sides of a rather large mountain. And also, we've seen Counties now go through their order on the back of a brilliant bunt by D'Artagnan Possimani, who beat out the throw. We're about to show you pictures of that. There he goes. It just pops in front of the pitcher, who kicks it back to the catcher. And unfortunately, when it doesn't go your way, it doesn't go your way. Here's the steal. Counties Manukau making all the play here in the 3rd innings. Steals second base.
Yeah, they've batted around now. They're very confident now. They've seen the pitches at least once or twice. This is their 2nd time around the batting order.
Cole McWilliams, of course, let's not forget, it was him that launched the innings when he stuck one over the centre field fence. Gets another go in the same innings. What odds would you put on that?
Yeah, I know. Well, we were talking about such a close ball game and a pitcher's duel, and it just was broken open.
All it takes, though, sometimes is just the swing of a bat. This time it's a pitch that can't be held onto. And we're going to show you Cole's home run from earlier in the innings. There it is, high and handsome. Over the centre field fence it goes. It lands halfway up that bank you can see there for a rather large solo shot. And picks the walk this time, and the Canterbury pitchers just cannot find a trick at the moment.
Yeah, that's been the enigma for them this inning. 5 base on balls.
Now, Kaya, we've all been in these situations before as players where it just doesn't seem to matter what you do, you just can't make something happen at the moment. Is that what you think would be going through the Canterbury boys' heads out there right now?
These are really tough situations, especially as the field player. Can't do much unless the ball really gets hit to you. You can communicate and stuff, but in these situations it is up to the pitcher and catcher to have a good combination to try and work out and out. But as players, the boys are probably actually more calm than what some people may think. They know that they have the sticks that can score some runs, but they've also got the skills to get them out of this inning. But Counties have been putting up a good performance with their bats as well.
And that doesn't help with another walk. And you're right. I mean, one thing you don't do when you're playing the Canterbury team is think that the game is over until at least the last pitch is thrown. Canterbury are just one of those associations. You never go away, even when you want them to at times, but they just keep on out there, and they're very much battling and winning.
They'll be trying to work hard for a ground ball here. Try and get them out of their inning.
Yeah, we've seen both pitches at work and just need to get that bit of trust. I don't know, just get that, even if it is in the middle, risk that big hit to try and buy that out, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, they really got to get this third out and get out of this inning. They're on the verge of, really having this game being blown open and getting an early exit. So as Kaya was saying, you really want to get the fielders involved. They can't afford a base on balls now. There's nowhere to put them. And so there's a real challenge here.
Forces your hand. You've got to bring it into the zone.
You do.
There's no getting out of it now. Hunter Bailey up to bat this time for Counties. And let's not forget, he was the second one to launch one over the fence in the earlier innings. This time he's hit one hard to third base. And there's a nice
play. Great throw by Rico Ratu to get the third out of the inning. And just like that, Kaya, you said that they needed the ground ball. It was a hard hit ball. Great play to get out of that inning.
Fantastic play there, but not before Counties opened up a bit of a can on Canterbury in this one. They lead the ball game now by 8-1. It's all up to Canterbury to see what they can do when we come back in just a minute.
Run doesn't count.
Did you say does or doesn't?
Doesn't.
Doesn't count. Yeah.
3 home runs, 6 walks.
6 runs on 3 hits, three shots at bat.
KC's 2 Ks in between, sandwich in between that.
Jesus, anyone's going to start them off with a home run as this boy. Look at the size of the guns on him. Yeah.
Yeah, Rikos.
Who made that third out?
That was shortstop in the end.
Hunter was not there.
Yeah, it was third that tried to catch it.
Yeah.
It was a great play. Great pickup. Ball went across the diamond like a laser beam.
Yeah, if he didn't stop there, they would have scored all 3 goals.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, welcome back to Sorensen Field. Diamond one it is. Action here aplenty. And in that last innings, it was all by counties. Manukau lead this ball game over Canterbury by 8-1. Courtesy of 3 home runs, one of them a grand slam in the 3rd innings. Now it's Canterbury's job to see what they can do. In reply, Rikos Atiawa Towers, the DP in the order up to bat for Canterbury. You're looking to get them going with some heat of their own.
And as Kaya was mentioning a little earlier, I mean, there's still 4 innings left in this ball game, and the lead is 8-1. So if you chip away and get a couple of runs an inning, you're still in the ball game.
So there's still time to work runs without having to get desperate.
Yep.
Turns hard on that one. Do you think, because there was a rigid adherence to the short game in their previous innings, Canterbury, they'll have to modify that a bit now? With a 7-run deficit?
They'll probably look to go long, but for some of them, they prefer to bunt their way because of their speed. We'll probably see quite a few people to bunt, but as a coach, you would want your hitters to try and hit long, create some chaos.
Oh, we'll see what happens here with Rikos ISF for Stowers up to bat. Sees that one go down and does a good job to get Canterbury going. And picks a nice walk this time.
The coaches for counties will be a little annoyed at that, giving up a walk with an 8-1 lead. But Canterbury, on the other hand, would welcome that sort of thing. They just need to get base runners on, and as Kaya had mentioned, just create a little chaos now and start to put a little pressure on counties.
Yeah. The first job of doing that is to get some bodies out there on the bases, so they've done that straight away. Bringing to bat number 18, Blake Knighton. Nice work, Mikaeli Kingy Hicks, going to work out there. It looks like he might be set to go the distance. This one skied out to shallow right. The second base has come around to get under it. Looks like he might have lost that in the sun. I thought he had time to get under that. Here we see, just pops it up behind first base. You can see he's coming around, and all of a sudden he's looking at the sun. Just lost it. This one in the air, this time is third base, it's getting under it. Calls for it comfortably, takes the catch.
I was going to say he was bearing it down, but then he saw Rikos Savos and thought it better pull back.
And the pass ball allows Isifal Stowers to go across the second. One down it is.
Interesting to see SFO star was being put in motion. But again, just creating a little pressure.
Well, you need to now. County's probably not feeling too much of it at the moment. Seem to be very much a team that a tails up team.
Absolutely.
Once they got their one home run, the whole team lifted. Bang, away they went.
Absolutely right.
That one sails through the middle of the zone. Couldn't connect, does young Maddox. Renault for Canterbury. There we go. Kingy Hicks keeps going to work. Strikes out Renault for the second out of the innings. Bottom of the order now for Canterbury. Denon Hardy.
Yeah, he's really peppering that strike zone, and that's what you want when you have an 8-1 lead.
Yeah, I was just exactly what I was looking at. He's not leaving too much outside of the hole, which can saving him a lot of work. Pulls the strings on that one.
And that's what I was also thinking is with Devon looking to square around, use his speed to get on, use this dead turf, and put it towards and leave it for Chucky Tejada to drive him in.
Kingy Hicks seems pretty unflappable out there. Calm sort of fella. Seems to form a good battery with Posimani at catcher. Working well together, a nice pitch there.
Yep.
A little bit high for the umpire, that one.
Yep. Good eye by Devon Hardy to leave those balls. I mean, they're a little enticing. They're just up around the eyes. Right? You would think that they might want to have a go at those.
Chucky Tahiri, leadoff hitter for Canterbury, comes in the bat. That one's gone astray. Both runners move across. So now Canterbury with an opportunity, a prime opportunity here to impact the scoreboard and maybe just start chipping away at a little bit at that lead.
Absolutely. I mean, if Tejada can get a base hit and drive in 2 runs, I mean, you're cutting the deficit down. Well, let's face it, you're not going to win the ball game. You're not going to get a 6-run home run. So you just need to chip away.
Yeah. We're only in the top of 4. There is still plenty of time in this game to go. That nice rising pitch. Hits the top of the zone again. Swings hard as the batter for a strike. There we go. It's Kingy Hicks. It underlines his class so far in this ball game for another strikeout and the 3rd out here in the 4th innings. So Canterbury unable to do anything about the lead that counties continue to enjoy. 8 runs to 1. We'll find out what happens when we come back in just a minute.
Hi and welcome to Te Rā o Te Rūkura. Kia ora, my name's Hinamo Praise.
Kia ora, I'm Neil from Vibe.
Tēnā koutou, welcome to Te Rā o Te Rūkura.
It's going to be an awesome day.
This year is the 25th year of Te Rā o Te Rūkura.
Te Rā o Te Rūkura is a celebration of our people and enjoying summer days.
It's a good chance to get together, really. That's a big part of it. It's all whānau friendly.
Incredible community event that brings together so many different diverse people.
This festival where people just come together, there's a whole lot of awesome kai, a whole lot of awesome entertainment. Peace, love and harmony. The Rūkura signifies peace and happiness. It's a Māori proverb that was brought down by our tipuna from a very long time ago. And basically our day, Te Rā o Te Rūkura, is all about sharing that love. Aroha nui ki te tangata. Uplifting Lower Hutt and the wider community in general, coming together and just having a whole lot of fun, man.
Celebrating all things Wellington, Lower Hutt, the whole region itself.
Today is important so that we get to remind ourselves that we need to share the love and care about each other.
Don't forget whānau, this is around the same time as Waitangi as well, so he āhua pono ki te kaupapa o Waitangi, ko tēnei o ngā whakamahinga I haere nei. It's all about just, ngai Māori working together, unity, ko tahitanga, and just uplifting each other, so kia ora.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's the bottom of the fourth innings now, where it is Counties Manukau who lead the ball game over Canterbury by 8 runs to 1. Canterbury unable to impact that scoreboard in their turn at bat. Did manage to move some bodies, but unfortunately couldn't convert. It is Counties Manukau up to bat with number 35, Hamiora Tuidi up to bat, to see if they can continue that awesome form that they showed in the previous inning, where with 3 swings of the bat they scored 6 runs. One of those swings was a grand slam home run.
There's been a change at second base also. Number 2, Josiah Tainui, has gone in for Bronson Harper. Let's see, Kaya, you can.
Looks like Bronson has gone out to right field.
Okay.
And Devon Hardy has gone to centre and Chucky has come off.
Okay. So Chucky Taheta's gone to the bench. Josiah Tainui went to second base.
And there's a good start in this innings from George Smith, who has come.
Amora Turi at a K. And it brings up Jackson Tapiki. So we got a few changes.
Yeah, George Smith came back into the game for Blake Knighton in the previous innings.
Yeah.
Has come back and gotten into a bit of work and struck out Hamiora Tuidi. That'll bring Jackson Tapiki. Has a hard cut at the first pitch, which was a rising delivery, to show that Counties want to continue the form they had in that third inning, where ironically Tapiki was one of the few batters that did strike out in that previous innings. So they'll be looking to right that one.
Mm-hmm.
Canterbury need to get out of the innings with a blank score sheet in this one if they're going to affect it.
My score sheet is not blank anymore. We got a lot of changes in there.
I'm running out of ink. Canterbury have made so many changes.
Kaya's just getting me all up to date with it. She knows the players from Canterbury very well, so she's making all the changes.
There we go. Nice comeback. Continues for George Smith. 2 strikeouts.
Just a nice breeze coming in from right field. We don't say wind here in Wellington, or we say it's a light zephyr.
Yep. Gentle southerlies.
Yeah, that's the one.
Norwesterlies don't mean a thing.
No such thing as windy Wellington.
The fact that their softball flag out there is going absolutely spastic at the moment.
Yeah, we always look at the trees and see which way the wind is blowing. The Bahudakawas in left field having a dance.
Think about the Sorensen field. It is well protected by the trees around the field from the wind. There's a nice hit hard up centre field. And County's underway with 2 down.
Time.
Safe with a runner at 1, bringing to bat.
They have a pinch hitter, number 54, Riley Nord.
Thank you.
Riley Nord comes into bat for County's Manukau, pinch hitting for Kelly Cornelio.
Slot 9, 41 out, 54 in. Let's go, lads.
Just starting to give the bench a run. Canterbury, of course, are the top of the innings, and with a 7-run lead, this would put us into the run-ahead rule territory for Counties.
Is that another commentator's curse?
We've done it before. Possibly should have left that one up to Kaya. Nice work. Kaya George has come back. He almost seems like a bit of a changed pitcher.
Yeah, I think he just needed a wee break, some water, just a quick chat to the coaches, and he's good to go again.
2 strikeouts. There was nothing he could do about that good hit. But this time he's seems to have a little bit more command and, a little bit more zip in his demeanour.
Well, after pitching those 10 innings, I think Kaya's hit the nail on the head. I mean, he just needed to freshen up, get a little water in him, just rest up that little bit, and then come back just as strong. And also having a chat to the coach would probably be a good thing. Kaya, you got a big week coming up next week. There's a White Sox camp coming up.
Yes, back here in the Hutt. Hopefully, put on some good weather.
Yep. You got a squad of 30 players and broken down into 3 teams.
Yeah. Be playing a mini tournament. Should be really good.
Yeah.
Nice work. There we go. We talked about George being a changed pitcher. 3 strikeouts in that inning. And that ends it for Counties Manukau. But it's all on Canterbury now. It's going to be 3 for the ball game for Counties, or Canterbury going to have to score some runs. We'll find out what happens when we come back in just a minute. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're at Sorensen Field, Fraser Park in the middle of the Hutt Valley. Canterbury taking on Counties. Counties who have so far not making a race of it. They lead the ball game by 8-1. And of course that means with Canterbury batting in the fifth, they're going to have to put at least one run on the board or this game will be over. We'll see what happens over the course of the next few batters, where Canterbury up to bat with number 8, Bronson Harper, coming in to see what he can do to get his team started. Simple equation, Kaya, they've got to get bodies on base.
Oh! Yep, with Bronson's speed, if he manages to get on base and you've got Rico and Jack Yaram up behind him, should be useful for Canterbury.
And I guess what you want to do now is extend the ball game. So you want to score a few runs, extend the ball game, and make sure you're going to play a whole 7-inning game.
Yeah, just so that you're there for the next innings. You're not looking to... There's one off the barrel. It's third base that comes around. Makes a lightning pick-up and throw. And that really was a demonstration of speed from both softballers. The speed down the base and the speed to beat out the speed down the base. If you understood that, you're better than me.
Well, Tommy Hana Star, lefty playing third base, has a real gun on him. Fielded the ball nicely and then shotgunned it over to first base to get the speedy Bronson Harper.
Rico Ratu, who's having a very good ball game actually. Picked a walk and he's had a hit already. Will be looking now to be the one to get them going.
He drove in the only run for Canterbury.
Really puts it on the hands of Rico. He pops it back to Kingy Hicks at pitcher. He takes the catch. 2 down now for Ratu. There's not much he could do about that pitch. That was a very good pitch.
Yeah, he got it in on his fists, and Rico just tried to fight it off as best he could, and just didn't get the barrel on it as well as he could have.
Jack Yaram for Canterbury to hopefully not be the last throw of the dice. He'll be definitely hoping that himself. That one comes across the plate for a strike.
Yeah, Makata Kingy Hicks is just feeling it now.
He is. He's well, I mean, he's dominated the Canterbury lineup. You'd have to say quite an impressive display out there, Kaya, by Mikaida.
Yeah, he's a very strong pitcher, very dominant in the middle. Would be tough to face him.
A lot of Commanders' movement. That one just a little bit too low for umpire Chris Murdoch. I'm not quite sure when it happened, but Gavin Shepherd did replace Eric Horsham out there at some stage during the ball game. There you go, just keeps peppering that zone. Oh, and gets it done with a change up there with a nasty pitch on the inside. And that completes the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. It is Counties Manukau that run out winners in this one. 8-1 over Canterbury. Courtesy of a fantastic third innings. 3 home runs, including a grand slam. Can't do much better than that. We'll start out with Joe. How did you find that ball game?
Oh, no, it was Counties just got on top, and it was really the third inning that put Canterbury away. Other than that, it was a close ball game. I guess the pitching of Makeda Kingi Hicks would be my player, and then also the star, Tamihana Star, with the grand slam. But a good ball game, and we'll see what Canterbury still have games to play. Counties have a game with Hutt Valley next up, and so there's still a lot of softball.
Absolutely, Kaya. Other than keeping your Canterbury hat, well, I'm truly on there. How did you see that ball game?
The first two innings were really close. It was a really good game, and then Counties managed to break it open. And once they started getting a hold of the hits and hitting the ball, they just couldn't stop, and they just keep going. And they hit really well, and Canterbury just struggled to keep up with it. And the Counties pitcher, he held them down, held their lineup down. So I think all in all it was a pretty good game, especially for Counties, who took out the win.
Very impressive performance by Counties. Makeda Kingi Hicks, impressive on the mound. How about that grand slam from Tamihana Star? Go a long way to see one of those in a ball game. Exciting action here at Diamond 1 Sorensen Field. It is. The tournament is not over for either of those teams, in particular Counties, who are about to take on Hutt Valley. So for myself, Gary Rohihi, Kaya Ratu, and we had our friend Joe on the thing there, and the rest of the team at Atiawa Toa FM and Beyond the Dugout. We'd like to thank you for being with us, and we'll catch more action when we come back very shortly.